Riza. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Hi, Songil. How are you two today? Hello, Bexus. How are you? I'm doing good. Happy that this semester is coming to a close soon. I just woke up today and I'm feeling very creative after watching a Cookie Run Kingdom trailer. Nice. Oh yeah, cause like Eternal Sugar is coming soon, yeah? I'm tired, so I'm happy to have the stream to relax to. Nice. What's going on? Alright. Well, let's get into it. So today I feel like drawing some Has-Been Hotel because somebody on Tumblr in my inbox managed to hit spot on what I was going to do for the next chapter. It says, "Why do I get the feeling that Adam using the extermination to kill the sinners who hurt you is the mission they faced on Earth in your AU, considering he grew to care for them, and if he heard what happened, that would give him another reason why he hates sinners and wants to put justice for this. I want to draw agar cookies so badly, but her style is so difficult. I just say go for it and just try to break her down as much as you can. Just break her down to her basic shapes." So, I thought, it's about time we return to this AU and maybe giving Lai a updated design. Update Lai's look. So that's why I put on a little bit of spooky music in the background, I guess. Where is the old Lai? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this is the old Lai that I had before. While she does look nice, I want to give her a look that suits what she is a little bit more closely. I am still going to keep the bat motif and the markings, but I guess I'm going to update her clothing, because that's just a tube. Let's be real, that's just a green tube dress. And I want to make her a little bit more graceful, I guess. And unassuming, I guess, is what I try to say. And while I was like rethinking of redesigning Lai and like how I was gonna write her in the story, it made me realize that maybe in terms of the story, how I was writing it, I was being a bit too harsh with Lilith, because I was trying to be two sides of the same coin. I'm giving Adam positive traits, but I haven't really give Lilith any positive traits. So I realized, okay, I need to tone it down on Lilith and like give her things and like why she's likable and that she's not just entirely an evil person. Hey Pegasus, I'm doing an art piece for Victor for next month. It's asexual themed considering his orientation. Cool. Well, what positive stuff have we heard? That's why it's hard. I guess so. I mean, the only positive things that Viv has said about her is that she and Lucifer really do love each other. So I guess I'm going to play into that. Like, yes, she does genuinely love Lucifer. So I guess I'm going to add a little bit more traits to her. And considering, like, this is still within the early parts of the story, like, way before Charlie even comes to be, and this is still, like, the early years of hell, I think I'm going to make Lilith a bit on the naive side, where you can see bits and pieces of, like, where Charlie gets her naivete from. And, like, how easily they're influenced by people they see or don't see. That is not how Yejud has been a tell character. Give me a sec, I'm gonna go try and find a reference. But, yeah. So as for, like, Lilith, she wasn't, like, entirely, like, this girl boss figure. At least how some people like to write her as. She was influenced by Rue, who whispered ideas into her head and let these things fester. Oh, hi, Prime. Like, in the early parts of the garden, when they needed to work the land and take care of it, because if they wanted to live and survive, Adam's like, hey, we gotta take care of the dirt, the ground, and the plants. Help me do this. Rue would whisper into Lilith's ears like, man, how dare he orders you around like that? Hi, Lunar. Yeah, should whisper things like, how dare he order you around like that? If he wants to work around in the dirt, let him. But why should he order you to? That kind of thing. Oops. What's going on? What am I doing? That's not what I'm trying to do. Nice for Rue. Basically, yeah, that's basically what happened. So, Lilith wasn't entirely like, just, I don't want to do stuff because Adam said so. She was influenced to think that way. What was I doing? Importing images. And Rue would whisper things like, such a dull man he is. You are deserving of someone so much higher, someone so much stronger, so much more than him. Quick question for everyone. But which country do you live in? Because I'm planning on moving out of the Philippines to live somewhere in the US with my friends. I live in Hawaii. And I think most... Let's see if I can break this down. US. Yeah, I think most of us are in the US. I can only, off the top of my head, think of a few people who follow me who are not in the US, but I don't think they come around often. Do you think Lilith went back to Adam? That's why she's tanning on Heaven's Bahamas? I just honestly can't really fathom why she would do that, unless internally she is not so much a good person like I theorize, and maybe she believes that she is deserving of being up there and relaxing in the sun. Because honestly, I can't see the reason why you would allow this to happen unless she was aware that Lucifer managed to strike a deal saying, okay, you can kill the sinners, but you can't harm me or my family or the natural denizens of hell. Either she's aware of that or she flat out did not care. Yeah, because I can't fathom, I do not know what is going on in her head to figure that out. Maybe both. Maybe. Heaven has its own Bahamas? I thought it was a typical beach. I just call it the Heaven Bahamas because she's just, while her daughter is fighting for her life, she's just chillaxing on the beach. So, I don't know. I just call it the Heaven Bahamas. And it's just funnier that way for me. And I guess I'm going to write Lilith as someone who's just easily influenced and doesn't necessarily have as much, doesn't necessarily use her free will for herself all too much. Hi, Stephanie. Because she was influenced by Rue to leave Adam. She was influenced. Rue's the one who whispered into her ear to give Lucifer the idea to give Eve the apple. And now Lai, who is like a cult follower of Rue, she sends Lai to go influence Lilith to help progress hell and to spread its influence on Earth to bring more people in, thus to make herself stronger. How are you doing today, Alice? I'm doing good. I'm in a has-been hotel mood, so that's why I'm updating an old villain of mine. Lie. And I guess I'm still trying to figure out where my stance is on Lilith in this story. Like, is she truly, like, selfish 100%? Or is she just both, I guess, naive and selfish? Where she easily just listens to anyone around her that she wants to hear, and that, like, influences her to take certain actions. Like, she does have genuine fears of certain things. Like, in one of the chapters, I wrote that she tossed the ducky onesie that you used to wear when it was a baby because Lucy was holding himself in his office, holding it because, yeah, the guy misses his kid. And she's concerned that if he reminisces too much, he might legitimately want to go back to heaven and go back to his child and leave her behind. That's good to hear, Alice. Also, is that the picture of Oliver? Yeah, there's a picture of Oliver right here. I was working on something before I decided to do this. So Lai would whisper into her ear, like, yeah, you should probably distract him from remembering his kid too much, or else he might actually legitimately leave you behind. Putting that seed of fear in her mind, thus pushing her and Lucifer to do certain things. Because I like to imagine Rue, supposedly the big bad of this story, to be quite the manipulator and playing like a lot of 4D chess behind the scenes. She's playing 5D chess. 8D chess. She really is. She's just manipulating, just knows how to push certain people. And it doesn't help that she has her, like, cult fangirl Lai helping her, and Lai is also in herself like a pretty good talker. Oh, Lunar's the one who said chicken jockey. Did you go see the Minecraft movie or something, Lunar? No, just like saying it. Hi, Flower. And throughout the story, you do see like how Lilith isn't necessarily the one in control, because she's left in the dark about so many things. Like when Lyre, in the first parts of the story, when Lyre is trying to butter up to Lilith and low-key Lucifer, she was trying to like get them to talk about themselves and like what they did, and the apple of the topic came up. She's like, and Lucifer's like, yeah, I gave humanity free will. And then Lai brings in question, like, what does he mean by free will? And Lucifer explains, like, the ability to choose for yourself. And he says, and Lai unintentionally questions that. It's like, wait a minute, if you're saying free will did not exist before you created the apple, how could Lilith want to be with you if she had no free will? That's good to hear. I'm doing well as well, Lunar. And Lilith, for a good second, questions this herself too, but quietly contemplating. Kind of like she's having a midlife crisis kind of look. Maybe I don't give her a nose. The nose isn't working. Or I just try to stick to this. No, just give her a little triangle nose. Does she look more like a cat or more... I hope I'm not making her too cat-like looking. folks, you're back. Bats and cats and cartoony styles do end up having some shared features unless you're making a specific bat. Okay. I see some people made Threadville OCs, Alice. Yeah. Well, I didn't like make an official Threadville OC. I kind of just took one of my Welcome Home OCs and slapped them into Threadville for a bit. I think that hair is a little stupid. Okay, that was not a good choice. Oh, by the way, I don't want to assume anything, okay? I'm gonna let it slide this time, bud. I think one of my friends tried to claim one of my drawings as theirs. Yikes. You gotta put a watermark on your artwork. Put the watermarks on your artwork. They tried, so you caught them. I do, yep. Sadly, that means you gotta really keep track of your art stuff. Make sure you put your watermarks on them. Don't make it easy for them to do it, but also, like, not a nice move on your friend. Your friend not doing nice things. That's not nice. Was it handmade or digital? What does Husker look like? Husker. Aspen Hotel. I haven't made a Threadville OC yet, Alice, but I'm planning on someday. Has anyone else made a Threadville OC yet? Guess this is a good reason I am bad at art. Nobody wants to claim my credit stuff of theirs. I don't know. Maybe that could be the case, or you're just flat out unaware of it. Because one time, like early in my drawings, I'm not gonna say career, when I was drawing, one person did steal art from me, but at the time I didn't really care because it was on Wattpad, and they weren't really doing anything with it other than saying, "Hey, this is what insert reader looks like." I just didn't say anything because, I didn't care about that specific drawing. So maybe it's a good thing no one's stealing your stuff, or you're just unaware of some. I don't know. But yeah, having your art stolen is never fun, especially if you're attached to that specific art. So Oscar doesn't really have full on. Whoops. Yeah, it's a good thing no one stole your digital art, Sangel. My art was almost stole twice. Your art is more important than friendships sometimes, especially if they turn out to do something like this. Yeah, if your friend is stealing your art, that's not a good thing. Alright guys, join me on Pinterest while I find hairstyles for Lyre, because I don't like the hair I gave her. Anime hair reference. Cannot be serious. Like pick up a pencil. It's not that hard. Pick up a pencil and practice. Feeling a bit creative to finish my cookie version of Lady the Hedgehog. Okay. Hello, cat. Why are you here? Sticking your butt in my face. Alright, I guess. Special guest, guys. Kitty. Alright, come here. It is everyone's favorite cat, Miss Cal. It is Callie. Kitty! Callie! Queen Callie. Our queen! She's shedding a lot. Oh, alright. No, don't take my pencil. Alright. She's gonna sit off onto the side now. I'm trying to think of a hairstyle that would best fit a cult leader. I mean, I'm digging this look right here. I think I might give her a look like this. Save images as downloaded. And we're gonna put this hair right here. Let's do it green. So is anyone excited for more Hazbin Hotel to be coming soon, apparently? Or a potential crossover with Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel? Absolutely. If you could have... I'm neutral on Hazbin Hotel, okay. So I guess if you are excited for Hazbin Hotel, if you could like have any two characters from the crossovering shows interact, who would you want to see interact with who? Oh, I missed Her Majesty, yeah. She was curled up in her usual spot, then she decided to move. Millie and Charlie. Millie and Charlie. That would be really cute to see. Or even Charlie and Moxie. I want to see how Alistair interacts with Stella. That would be interesting, I guess. I just want to see how Lucy interacts with all the deadly sins. Like, I legit want to see. I want to see, like. like Lucy bossing around Satan. That giant dragon guy. I don't know, Angel with I don't know. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure who I'd really care to see Angel interact with. Hard to say. But I do want to see, like, Lucy interact with the 7 Deadly Sins. I think it'd be funny seeing just this tiny little guy. Yes, I want to see Lucy be the head honcho he's supposed to be. Despite being, like, probably the tiniest one there. Angel with Ozzy and Fizz? That could be interesting. I think Angel Dust and Veronica would get along just fine. Everyone here loves Threadville. I do. I like Threadsville. I hope we get a second act and see, like, what the story's all about. They could help him get away from his struggles with the box. That would be cool. Oh yeah, also another person on Tumblr sent this really... Okay, I'll do that with that later, but someone else on Tumblr recommended this song. Loving Lies Luck, thank you. I want her to be more sleek and cultish looking, so I want to make her wings really big, to the point where she could wrap her wings around herself to look like a very lovely cloak. The interior will be red, but the exterior of the wing will be like a beige. Because beige is the closest thing to white they'll get in heck. But yeah, someone on Tumblr said, does this song match the U's from Born of Stardust? And it was Gales of Song from Bella, or Belle. And I'm like, yes. Like, imagine, like, U's just singing out their feelings because this show is a musical. And, like, this is her just singing out her feelings, I guess. Like, maybe after her Earth mission failing and slowly recovering and coming to terms with stuff.
Gales of song, guide me through the storm. On the wings of a small, simple melody.
Oh yes, definitely for her.
Words take flight and soar, they carry me. A world will see, looking for a farewell. I pull the threads. A life without you I cannot accept. I can't tell that lie.
Just
I
making sure I don't
can't let go. But now that you're gone, I have to move on. Seems like everyone just smiles down at the sun. But what about me? Tell me how I will know where I should go. Oh, gales, you sing and guide me. I walk alone. There's more to life. I have to know. It's just me, lost so far away from home.
I still want Lyra to be a bit of seductress because she was pretty lustful in her life.
And their voices lead me, gales of song, guide me through the storm. Let the melody lift me high, I'll be me.
It also just gives me a reason to do poofy chest instead of normal boobs.
Please stay by my side. Winds
Ooh, Gale song, I like this song. Someone on Tumblr said this song would probably fit Stardust You, and I'm like, yes, it would. I forgot Gale's song is playing. There was another song I wanted to play, but I just forgot it. Darn it, what was that villain song? Oh. Yeah, in one of the chapters where I finally introduced Lyra, this was the song I introduced her with. And it is an epic the musical song. Hold 'em down.
Whoever can string the old king's bow and shoot through 12 axes cleanly will be the new king. Sit down at the throne, Penelope as his queen.
And this is Lyra's song.
Screw this competition. We've been here for hours. None of us can string this. We don't have the power. Screw this damn challenge. No more delays. Can't you guys see we're being played? This is how they hold us down while the throne gets colder. Hold us down while we slowly age. Hold us down while the boy gets bolder. Where in the hell is our pride and our rage? Here and now there's a chance for action. Here and now we can take control. Here and now burn it down to ashes. Channel the fire inside your soul. Haven't you noticed who's missing? Don't you know the prince is not around? I heard he's on a diplomatic mission, and I heard today he comes back to town. So I say we gather near the beaches. I say we wait till he arrives. Then when he docks his ship, we can breach it. Let us leave now, today we can strike it. Hold him down till the boy stops shaking. Hold him down while I slit his throat. Hold him down while I slowly break his pride, his trust, his faith, and his bones. Run him down into tiny pieces. Throw him down in the great below. When the crown wonders where the prince is, only the ocean and I will know.
Perfect song.
And when the deed
Because in
is
her story when I
done,
first introduced her,
the queen will
she does
have no
lust
one
for
to stop
you
us from
because you
breaking
disguise
her
himself to look like a very
bedroom door. Stop us
attractive
from
adult.
taking her love and more.
But when she couldn't have him, she...
And then we'll hold her down while her gate is open.
Yeah.
Hold her down while I get a taste. Hold her down while we share her spoils. I will not let any part go to waste. Here and now there's a chance for action. Here and now we can
The song is fitting
take control. Channel the fire inside your soul and hold him down. 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 Channel the fire inside your soul and
Yeah. She was not a good person at all. Ooh, squishy and the crunch at the end. You know what? Let's give her... I'm gonna deck her out in jewelry because yeah, despite like Rue, like she thought her master Rue didn't save her in life. Rue was like, no, I brought you down here because I needed my servant here, and so bestowed Lyre a lot of powers that is not typical for a normal sinner, even for like how even more so than Alistair. But unlike Alistair, she likes to play things close to her chest and doesn't want to be perceived as intimidating to the masses, but wants to be close, unassuming, and mostly alluring. Evil bat. Evil bat beauty. Outside of Adam, who would be Odysseus at the ending? I don't know, because I think, well, at least according to like how maybe like Valentino and Vox, I guess, because they also sought power, and they still seek to become more powerful than the rest. And the funny thing is, it's thanks to Rue that like helps motivate Lucy to like take the reins of the Pride Ring and to make it more than it was. Because when Rue first shows up in Heck, it is very much the definition of how we would see Heck. Like, there are these sinners running around with the natural hellborn tormenting them because, yeah, there was no like laws saying like, hey, this is our space, you're invading our space. The hellborns were just tormenting the humans because in their eyes you're trespassing on our territory. Everyone, I almost got 700 subscribers. Nice! Congratulations! It's so very hot in the Philippines. Yikes. Is it scorching? Well, it is getting close to summertime, so I'd imagine it would be very hot. Trying to get it to hug her body more. Is the Vox and Val commented at my Odysseus question? It was to the Odysseus question. But I haven't really listened to the entirety of the musical, so I can't really say like how it plays out story for beat. I'm just assuming that all the villains that was in the castle was slain, I'm assuming. Hi, Midnight! But later I'm gonna buy some ice, put it in the tub with water, and take a long shower with it. And you enjoy that cold shower. Should it just be a wide cloak or one that hugs her figure? So what are you drawing? So we're going back to Has-Been Hotel a little bit. I made a story called Born of Stardust, and it follows an OC character insert, you, who is a heaven-bound child of Lucifer's. And this character here, Lyre, is a big villain in their story. Figure hugging, but still allowing good wing and arm movement. Oh. Alright. It's been raining where I am, and raining on and off in different days. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow, but I have a job interview tomorrow, so hopefully it's a light rain and not a heavy rain. Hopefully it's not a heavy rain, let's hope. How are you doing today at midnight? Drawing Dogman once again. You do what you do. Lunar, draw what you love. So Bear Chest will still be out a little bit. I'll try, but I can't promise that it won't feel good. I really need to be somewhere cold. Yeah, just find the best way you can to cool down. Using another brush test on this, nice. There's only so much I can tank. Yes, by Odysseus, and the next formerly king is called Odysseus. The reason Valenvox doesn't fit is because Odysseus takes issue with that the men were planning. Like the R word dropping in. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can only see really Adam fitting that song, I guess. Well, I can't really see any other. Maybe, no, I still think Val could fit. Because Val is of that nature. How are you doing today, Courtney Fox? Oh, hi, Courtney. I'm just missing. Keep it together. Misplacing people. You were here the entire time. What's going on? I am that forgetful. My day is good. Cookie Run brain rot has hit the gas and went full speed down the highway. I can't wait for Eternal Sugar Cookie to finally come out and just to see like what her unit is. Why does that head look weird? No, stop. That's not what I'm trying to do. I feel like she'll be a healer, but we already have a healer though. We have Mystic Flower. She's already the healer of the group, so I don't think that can be it. My favorite is Pure Vanilla Cookie. I like Pure Vanilla Cookie too. I also like Shadow Milk Cookie. I hope she's either a tank. That would be a very interesting looking tank, I guess. It'd be cool if she was either like an ambush character or a bomber type. That'd be pretty cool if she was one of those two types. Yeah, I'm not liking how this is looking. Okay. I think we're gonna see if we can give her a different type of looking hood. Like more culty looking, I guess. Let's see if we can find any cult robes. Come join me on my journey through Pinterest. Pure Vanilla treasure item is called Blind Healer's Staff. Nice. Now I don't want it to be like plain and boring like this, but concept art. Maybe I should say cloak instead of robes. Aesthetic. Any of these would be cool. Try look up fantasy cloaks with long sleeves. What kind are you looking for? I guess because since Val can wear a coat that is technically his wings and it makes no sense how it wraps around him, I can literally just do that also. I guess I'm looking for a very fancy looking cloak because even though despite her being in heck, she wants to look her best because her ego thinks she's the best. I'm having trouble with Mr. Courser's boss battle, but I found a video saying that Cream Brulee Cookie and Kaiser Cookie can beat it, especially if they're both 79. Nice. Why did my brain thought, oh, she was using her magic to turn her wings into a cloak jacket. What do you think? She could. I mean, Rue did bestow her very useful magics, so she could like give her wings the illusion that it is a nice looking cloak. So I really guess I could go balls to the walls with her cloak. Like, imagine this. Imagine she uses like illusion magic to make her wings look like this. And she's just walking through the streets of Heck, like thinking she's above it all because of who's backing her. Yes, this was made to be her. So I guess I'll take a screenshot of this cloak right here. As in screenshots. Screenshots. Let me put that there. And let's just backspace a lot of like my decisions right here. There we go. Let's just get rid of all of this right here. Oh, I guess it ends right there. Okay. And we'll just start over. And I imagine like how she's going to. I'm still trying to. Ooh, pretty cloak. I'm still trying to figure out like what did Heck look like before Lucifer was even motivated to do anything with Heck. Because he's still in his funk and his depression state, like, oh my gosh, I just got banished and I might never see my kid again. And so Lyra's gonna have to distract him from those thoughts and be like, hey, maybe you couldn't have full creative freedoms up there on Earth, but here in the first ring, this is your sandbox. Barren, red, fiery, probably. And she's like, look, Your Highness. While yes, this may not be as pretty as the gardens, but this is your sandbox, your play place now. Whatever you want can happen and no one can stop you. Fiery Earth? Pretty much, I'd assume. And so it's thanks to Lucifer giving that creative, I guess, reminder that he somewhat tames the Pride Ring. At least it makes it a lot more hospitable. Because if we look at Hasbin Hotel's Heck, and even the imps themselves say, oh, Los Angeles / LA looks like Heck. So I guess in a way, Lucifer tames the Pride Ring and makes it more livable, I guess one could say. Why am I drawing her hair? I'm supposed to be drawing her cloak. Where is it? There. And thus, slowly but surely, he makes like a small city, which is enough to house the current population of the sinners there. And maybe his idea of like, maybe I can like help fix these sinners. And that's where Charlie's dream comes from. It's because it is like heavily implied, like at some point in time, Lucifer tried to like fix the sinners so they wouldn't be as terrible, but obviously didn't work. Maybe that's where this idea initially came from. Like, yeah, maybe if I make it more hospitable, maybe I can turn these humans around. But of course it didn't, because humanity kind of sucks at times. And thus he kind of just loses hope in humanity. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do whatever I want in this place. I'm gonna make a theme park because I want to, for the sake of it, and do whatever I want. Never mind, you guys. Lucy's heart was never evil. Never evil. At least in the Helliverse, it wasn't. I guess I guess he just kind of doesn't think things through is the best way to put it. What am I doing? Yep, do first, think later. Like, he never did stop to wonder where Lilith got this mysterious plan from. This idea of free will from. It sounded cool, and thus he wanted to do it, and thus he did. But he never wants to stop, like, wait a minute, where did Lilith get this idea from? Because again, Ruby playing 5D chess. Lol. I'm still trying to figure out how to write Lilith a bit, since we know so little of her. And I'm like, I do want her to be balanced like Adam. Like, Adam definitely had a fall from grace, just like Lilith did. And so they are just both terrible people in their own way. Because in my story, the reason why Adam even started the extermination in the first place is because when he looks down at Heck, Lucifer has done his work and made Heck a lot more hospitable than it was before, so nobody was really suffering for what they did, for the crimes they did. Oh, I came up with a new name for Webby. If she was a cookie in Cookie Run. Oh, cool. What's her name? And of course, Lai being the cause of this, and is also like low-key mooching off of not just Rue, but also Lilith, because she wiggled her way into being Lilith's friend and thus reaping the benefits of having royalty as a friend. Spider sugar cookie. Ooh. That sounds really cool. Has been... Oh, oops, darn it. Has been... Hotel... Symbol... Oops, I spelled hotel wrong. How does that happen? Okay, I've like absolutely no idea. I'm pretty sure Rue has some sort of symbol. I don't want it to be just an apple because that's Lucifer's. We're stepping toes there. And we're down, down. Oh, music's done.
I can do this. Somehow I know it. I'll get heaven behind my plans.
Charlie, hold on.
There's just no way I could blow it. Not this once in a lifetime chance.
It's just a meeting.
To change their minds and touch their hearts or whatever angels have.
This could be bad.
Cheer up, Vaggie. This could be swell. Something tells me that today will be a happy day in hell.
Okay, but just don't sing to them.
That bitch is halfway down the street.
Is she?
Oh, she's dancing.
There's a warm, fuzzy feeling that wafts through the air. Every street so revealing, it's hard not to stare.
Yeah,
it's
Vaggie.
around so appealing, it beats anywhere. If you don't mind,
It's a good thing Vaggie loves her that she puts up with
it's a
it.
happy day in hell. Hi, mister.
Go fuck yourself! There's an endless trash fire that's burning my soul.
Hello.
Got a ton of barbed wire to shove in his hole.
Excuse me.
And this is also like my tiny gripes of like why I find it difficult for how Charlie behaves the way she does. Because she's clearly surrounded by all these terrible people and sees what they do. That's why I find it very hard when she says, but you're gonna hurt all these innocent souls. Like, literally you just saw a guy wanting to put barbed wire in somebody where it's not supposed to be.
I can hear all their stories, the lost and displaced. And I know that they're more of an acquired taste. But if I open the door and I give them a place at my has-been hotel, it'll be a happy day in hell.
Why did I draw her smile?
From the porn studio where the cinephiles go to watch award-winning demon bukkake shows, to the cannibal town where they don't wear a frown, 'cause holy shit, oh my gosh, why?
She's a shrouded princess, probably from Lilith's influence. Or what if Rue's been speaking to her, but she doesn't know it? We could do that.
Trash fire that's burning my soul.
I'll get heaven behind my plans. There's just no way I could blow it. Not this once in a lifetime chance to change their minds.
And touch my parts.
No thank you. I'm just gonna fulfill my destiny.
Yours, bitch.
I can already tell.
I used the song where somebody
Today is
flips and
gonna
throws a
be a
center beat
fucking
and
happy
somebody
day.
I sing the song. Yeah. Like, I don't know why Charlie is that level of naive, despite being everything. If Rue can get Charlie on her side, imagine what control she'd have. Oh yeah. But sadly, I don't think Charlie's very much an enemy to Rue because Charlie wishes to get people out of Heck. And if she gets people out of Heck, that weakens Rue by a great deal. So, Rue definitely does not see Charlie as an ally or a potential piece, but something that does have to be dealt with soon or else. What other songs are there?
It's almost out of time. Guess we should get into it.
Oh, fuck. Ugh. Okay, I've got a lot to get through and not a lot of time, and I feel like you weren't hearing me before, so here goes. I know hell's population is out of control. It's a bad situation, it's taking a toll. If we rehab these sinners and cleanse all their souls at my has-been hotel. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Right, extermination. I know you guys fly down just to kill once a year, and it must be
But
annoying to
she
schlep
would
all the
use
way here.
Charlie's desire
Then
to
join you in
fuel
heaven,
her
that
own
trip
desires.
disappears. You can
Maybe,
live
yeah.
farewell. It'll be a happy day.
Let me stop you right there. Save us all precious time.
Okay.
If what you're
Sorry, how do I draw her
suggesting
ears
is
again?
letting them climb up the ladder, oh, they'd rather cross the pearly gates.
Well,
Sorry, sweetie, but there's no defying their fate. 'Cause hell is forever, whether you like it.
Sorry, these songs are so good despite like them being villain songs.
'Cause the rules are black and white, there's no use in trying to fight it. They're burning for their lives until we kill them again.
Okay,
Just
but-
try to chillax, babe. You're wasting your breath. Did I hear you imply that they don't deserve death? Are they winners?
She
Are
could
they
get
sinners? 'Cause
powerful.
it's cut and
Angels
dry.
dragged down
There is
in exchange for sinners.
for an eye.
Maybe after getting like her first taste of like angel blood, maybe she would be like, oh my gosh, this is really good.
With divine ordainment.
And thus is willing for the time being to stay out of Charlie's way, or make things worse because she wants some of that angel blood.
Hell is forever, whether you like it or not. Had their chance to be better, now they boil in the pot. 'Cause the rules are black and white, there's no use.
And there's gonna be like a few changes like throughout the story.
Until we kill them again, fucking hell's forever.
Maybe Adam will be Rooster's Days. Maybe, but you also gotta remember in the show, there was already an angel that Carmilla kills. And for the most part, from what we can tell, was just left there on the ground. No one really picks it up until Velvet does by just bringing its head.
Can't wait a whole year to slaughter those little cunts. I know it's just been a week, but we'll be back in 6 months.
Wait, didn't you?
Why do her ears look different? Jeez.
Oh, what's the matter, Fossil? Too senile to make a real power grab?
But maybe Adam's one does taste good because he is one of the stronger angels. And it's going to be very scary for you because a lot of the Exorcist angels were his creations. He's just unaware that they were being used to exterminate people.
You've got it twisted. I'm not the one who needs a new attitude. Maybe you missed it. But I'm that hashtag bitch, and I will do nothing less than
And
what I
being
please.
a human angel
Backbone of the vase.
will have that added flavor to Root.
Well, because no one could respect this. Sorry, group attending. Since when are overlords too scared to fight? You're long past trending. Sorry, babe, but I ain't swiping right. You lost your relevance.
We can't act without more intelligence.
No wonder I'm so respectless. I could eat you lot for breakfast. You wannabes are inane and uninformed. Smart wannabes who don't heed when you've been warned. Oops, did I strike
Guys, I got an idea for my Welcome Home OC restaurant house. Down. I just can't draw in Welcome Home art style. Yeah, it's probably best that you just screenshot all the houses, or at least pieces of houses in Welcome Home, and see if you can Frankenstein one together, and try to work from there.
That was a productive meeting.
That's why I did my best I could on Belle's treehouse. I think I have one drawing of like a house I did one time.
I should have guessed that this would happen. I should have known it when I looked in your red hot eyes, spewing all your red hot lies. What's the worst part of this hell? I can only blame myself. 'Cause I know you're poison, you're feeding me poison. Addicted to this feeling, I can't help but swallow up your poison. I made my choice.
here's Dolly's house. I made one time. Still cute. How I did it was I took Julie's house and I used that as the base, and I kind of just drew details on top of it. I agree. So my kind became more cartoon and simple, but I think it gets what I would have done for my OC. Cool.
I'm drowning in poison. I'm filling up my glass, but it's always hollow, full of poison. I'm sick of the poison. Wish I had something to live for tomorrow.
So things look bad and your back's against the wall. Your whole existence seems fucking hopeless.
So cute. Cutie. I think I might try that. Yeah. Since you're making a restaurant house, I think the best houses you might want to try is use the bodega as a base, or Eddie's post office. That could probably be a good starting base for you.
You think your life is wrecked? Well, let me just say you're correct.
Wait, what?
You're a loser, baby, a loser, goddamn baby. You're a fucked up little whiny bitch. You're a loser just like me.
Thanks, asshole.
You're a screws loose loser, and only one-star refuser. You're a power bottom at rock bottom, but you got company.
This is supposed to make me feel better?
There was a time I thought that no one.
It's still crazy to think that the president in Rick and Morty can sing this good. But I'm pretty sure he was also Dr. Facilier in Princess and the Frog. Wait.
We're all living in the same shit sandwich.
I sold my soul to a psychopathic freak.
And you
I need to finish Belfast's info page.
get out of here, man. We're both losers, baby. We're losers. It's okay to be a
Coked up dick sucking hoe?
maybe that's fine by me.
I'm a loser, honey, a schmoozer and a dummy, but at least I know I'm not alone.
You're a loser just like me. I got an appetite for gambling.
I got an appetite for sampling every drug and sex toy I can find.
Go ahead, baby, sing that song. Come on.
Go, Angel.
Left to deflower.
I sold my soul to save my power. Now I'm on that demon's leash. I'm trapped and it gets worse with every hour.
You're a loser, baby.
A loser, but just maybe if we eat shit together, things will end up differently. It's time to lose yourself, loathe, excuse yourself, let hope in, baby. Play your card, be who you are. A loser, just like.
Hello, cat.
They're fucking singing! Looks like you could use some help from the big boss of hell himself. Check out Daddy's glowing reviews on Yelp. 5-star flawless, really great. With a punch of a pentagram. A wham bam boom, a la kazam. Usually I charge a sacrificial lamb, but you get the family rate. Thanks, Dad. Who needs a busboy now that you got the chef?
Oh, Lucy,
Menu free, a la carte. I'll rig the game for you because I'm the ref.
And I can't wait to like introduce the other two angels that I made just to be Baggy's friend, because I really do think Baggy needs a personality outside of Charlie. Because while they are cute as a couple, it really does feel like Baggy is an accessory to Charlie and not a character. Yeah, she does, and I hope the show does something.
It's a little funny. You could almost call me Dad.
And I have like in my mind a cute little idea of like
They say when
how
you're looking
um, Vaggie and the two angels slowly become friends. For like a quick reminder of like what they look like, and I also need to
Others say
remember what
that
they
in
look
your
like.
needy hour, there's no substitute for pure angelic
Angelic
power. Who just happens to also be your blood.
Sadly, there are times a birth parent is a dud. They say the family you choose is better.
What a bunch of losers.
Can you butt out of my song?
Your song I
Yeah,
started.
Diana, and Naomi. Can't wait to introduce these two guys.
I know you were all waiting for me. I'm
Naomi still still my favorite because she just has the cutest look. Diana's still pretty though.
You didn't know that when I tried this all.
Oh yeah, and what was that? Yeah, I had something. Also, hearing how you said Vaggie is an accessory to Charlie makes me think of this fanfiction I read where a character has a twin sister, but she's more like a side character and observer to all. Yeah, pretty much. And like, Vaggie's character arc was flat and not very good. Because when she went to go visit Carmela, Carmela's like, "You're too vengeful, you need to fight for love." And I'm like, Vaggie wasn't bloodthirsty throughout the whole thing. And what she did was for Charlie. She does love Charlie. That's her whole personality, sadly. The author didn't do a good job, really, integrating her story into the family. The author didn't do a good job, really, integrating her into the story and family. Oh, okay. Here was it. Yeah. Yeah, because, like, Carmela says she's bloodthirsty and just fighting for revenge. And I'm like, that's not what she was doing this whole time. Vaggie was literally just being Charlie's yes man the whole time. So I don't know what Carmela was saying. That made no sense to me. Because Vaggie was already doing that. So I guess I am going to change that a bit. She's not going to get her wings back just yet. Where is it? I saw this really cute video one time. That would have been very cute and funny. Here it is. Like, I like to imagine, like, as the angels are just... That's not the one I clicked on. What is that? No! Send me back to the top. I gotta go back. It's like she gave the twins a secret language they only speak with each other, but the other twin never shown using it, and the friends and family also don't make her feel like she's not a natural part. Where are you? I saw you and you vanished. This one.
What did you say? Are you breaking?
So yeah, the context is like Vaggie and the angels. Charlie wants them to be friends, and so Vaggie doesn't want to because she still has that stigma against other angels slash sister creations. So as like Vaggie's like humming to her, singing to herself and cleaning around the hotel, the other two decide to join in because they also like that song, and thus a small little friendship forms. Also, as the main twin created, as if the main twin created their twin as a subconscious manifestation, only to not to.
Just a second, it's my favorite song they're gonna play. And I cannot text you with a drink in my hand. You should have made some plans with me and knew that I was free. And now you won't stop calling me, I'm kinda busy. Stop calling, I don't wanna think anymore. I let my head and my heart out on the dance floor. Stop calling, I don't wanna talk anymore. I let my head and my heart out on the dance floor. What did you say? Are you?
Yeah, like Vaggie's just singing to herself, and the other two just join in because they also like that specific song, and thus a tiny little friendship forms at right then and there. I just thought that was a little cute thing.
You didn't know that when I tried
It's heartbreaking, but I've been thinking of my own version where the twins are a lot more connected and the world acknowledges them both. Sorry, Friendly. It's okay. You were very like passionate about this story.
Now you're the only thing worth fighting for. More than anything, more than anything. I'll shelter and adore you more than anything.
Yeah, because it has so much potential.
I just don't want you to be crushed by them like I was.
Dad, when I was young, I didn't really know you at all. I always felt so small, but I heard your stories and I was enthralled. The tales about your lofty dreams, I listened breathlessly, imagining it could be me. So in the end, it's the view I had of you that showed me dreams can be worth fighting for. More than anything.
Yeah, for Vaggie, I want to give her more. Man, her eyes look. Sorry. Liar's eyes look really dumb.
Save my people more than anything.
I've been dying to find out who
So I really want to give Vaggie some friends that she can bond and interact with outside of Charlie and like the has-been crew a little bit.
I've missed that smile, all that I'm hoping.
Maybe just hide her eyes fully under. Yeah. But I also want to like give her, because these eyes work. This works great. Right here.
You are part of who I am.
She's looking for feet, okay.
Dream, whatever lies
Because these eyes work. I want to do that. Because I want her to show like, yes, she has this face, but I want to like demonstrate like how good she is at like masking herself.
I'm grateful you're my daughter more than anything. More than anything.
Have you ever wanted something that was so clear in your mind that you could taste it?
You mean like human flesh?
Sort of. It's a feeling like a rumbling in your gut that you could finally be faced with a billion needy faces. I guess what I mean to say is, for the first time in my life, I might have to be ready for
And maybe
this,
because with these
ready to
angels,
be the
Vaggie
one
finally
who's
can
leading from the front.
be a little bit more,
Gotta come
I guess,
into my own.
I wouldn't say
Gotta come into
bloodthirsty,
my
but sport
throne.
intensive.
Gotta take charge and defend my only home. And although I kind of feel unsteady now, I need to be ready for this. Have you ever felt like you're willing to die to save the people
There we
of your
go.
city?
By die, do you mean use my teeth to rip flesh apart?
That's a start. 'Cause
Friendly,
right now we need
friendly
a leader,
competitive,
and
yeah,
it seems to me
because
that destiny has picked
like
me
like
to
especially
be
how
advocate
Vaggie
for
spoke
me.
like
So who's with
in
me?
the last episode, like while they're having their like party before the storm, she says, "I can't wait to stab something," like really mean it. And I'm not gonna call her bloodthirsty, but I do think she's a very active and I like to imagine she's an active and very competitive and sportsy person. Something that Charlie isn't really. So having a bunch of angels who are like her in that competitive nature would be very nice for her. So like I like to imagine sometimes like when Baggie's not hanging out with Charlie, like maybe Naomi and Baggie are like play wrestling of sorts, sparring / wrestling of sorts.
Well,
Yeah, like siblings.
Oh, don't be put off by the snarling. That's enthusiasm, darling. They just seem a little murdery right now. Don't
This
worry,
one.
honey, that's their thing. Keep singing. We're super duper grateful to have you folks aboard. Can't wait to taste an angel's wings. Oh Lord. For the first time in my life.
And Diana can be definitely the one she vents to, like venting about Charlie just not understanding like the dangers of sinners, and Diana be like, oh yeah, 100%, you need to like, and gives like little lessons like of, hey, well yes, it is nice that you're supporting your girlfriend. Sometimes being a good girlfriend also means speaking your mind and not just being a yes man. And also points out like some things in like Bag and Charlie's relationships that is like just not the best. Even though they are a cute couple, there's definitely some things that Charlie and Baggy need to work on. Because like throughout the show I noticed like Vaggy's the one putting into the relationship the most. Vaggy's like giving it her all emotionally and physically, while Charlie's just kind of receiving, and only on occasion giving. And it's like, that's not healthy. It's not fun or the best that like only one partner in the relationship is putting a lot in the relationship while the other one is kind of just receiving and not really giving back. At least that's how it looked like to me throughout the show. Breakout or breakup. Yeah, we were definitely missing some songs and has been in this playlist. Where was it? Oh yeah, we were definitely missing some songs.
That fucker is back!
Yeah, I thought he was gone for good too.
It's been 7 years!
You still pissed he almost beat you that time?
Fuck you!
Just saying.
Things have changed a lot since he left town.
That's for sure.
I gotta send a message of who's really in charge of things now.
And that's
Welcome
just to give like Baggy more people to interact with and make her feel like more like a character. Then there's Charlie. Charlie's foil, but not in an antagonistic way, is definitely going to be you, because she brings a perspective that I don't think Charlie's really thinking about, and also like just some flaws in like Charlie's logic and how she's handling her hotel and what she wants to do.
Did anybody notice? More on tonight's program. So the radio demon is back in town. Why is he hanging around? What does that mean for your family? Well, Handley, I've got good news. He's a loser, a fossil, and I don't mean to sound hostile, but the demon is a coward. You can take that as gospel, pulling my viewers
Because this is also why I kind of wish that season 1 was more character focused on like learning more about these people and not just straight to the Angel versus Hell war thing. While it is entertaining and cool, we really needed to focus on like character a bit more. I just looked over to my closet to see my chihuahua laying on my shoes like a pillow. It's cute. That it sounds adorable.
Instead of a clout-chasing, mediocre video podcast, is Luke's insecure, pursuing a lure, living between this fat and that? Is nothing working?
Ignore his chirping.
Every day he's got a new format.
And according to like some synopsis for season 2, we will be getting some backstories for some characters. I hear Serpentious is one of them. Nice. But the thing is, like, unless she like changed some stuff from like her streams or back when the pilot was still a thing, Angel Dust was part of a mob family. Like, yeah, Angel Dust is part of a mob family. He did some pretty horrible things, but yet, so far, maybe they will in season 2, 3, or 4, we have yet to see. She never addresses it. They're not addressed. Like, well, yes, we can sympathize and feel bad for Angel Dust and what he's going through, but we have to remember, like, in life, he has done some pretty bad things in life. And it's a little frustrating, like, okay. That's actually one of the spoilers I've seen on TikTok before I got kicked out of TikTok. Oh, okay. Hi, Ben.
It starts with sorry. That's your foot in the door, one simple sorry. Spoken straight from your core. The path to forgiveness is a twisting trail of hearts, but sorry is where it starts.
Who could forgive a dirtbag like me? I don't deserve your amnesty.
Can't we just kill him, shoot him and spill his blood? That's an option you could choose. Works for us. But who hasn't been in his shoes? It starts with sorry.
Sorry.
And bam.
Dig down deeper and say,
Like, this is the face she normally puts on around people to get on her side.
and your journey's underway. It'll take time to cover my vast multitude of sins, but sorry is where it begins. It starts with sorry.
Baby eyes of evil. This is the face she puts on around Lilith most of the time, pretending to be very sympathetic to her plight.
You better show some respect. Check your behavior. No one speaks to Zestial that way. Did you expect us to sit back and take your
And this is why she's such a good good talker. She can put on the face.
I'm not the one who needs a new attitude. Maybe you missed it, but I'm that hashtag bitch, and I will do nothing less than what I please. Woo! I'm the backbone of the vase. Mad that I acted respectless. Well, it's 'cause no one could respect this. Sorry group attending. Since when are overlords too scared to fight? You're long past trending. Sorry, babe, but I ain't swiping right.
Baby eyes of evil.
We can't act without more intelligence.
No wonder I'm so respectless. I could eat you long for breakfast. You wannabes are inane and uninformed. Smug wannabes who don't heed when you've been warned. Oops, did I strike a nerve? 'Cause when I brought out the angel's head, couldn't help but observe that your wrinkled face was turning red. Why are you avoiding war? That's what the guns you sell are for. Thanks to my being respectless. One thing I'm starting to suspect is you know
and
why
like,
this angel's head
again,
left? You
because we don't see much of what Charlie does in the hotel, it's hard to see, like, what she does to help redeem people. Out of the few instances we get to see what she does, like, which is basically icebreaker circles, trust falls, and talking about your feelings. And I'm like, that stuff is like good, like earning trust with your like residents, but you're not necessarily getting to the root of what your clients are here for. Like, if you're a doctor and you want to cure people, you can't cure someone if you don't know what is ailing them.
To cross that line and keep them safe. But if anyone
Which is very much how I feel Charlie is doing. It's like she's trying to help these people, but she doesn't know why they're here. And of course, I doubt like Angel's gonna be like open, like, oh yeah, I was part of the bomb and that's why I'm here. But I think like after like 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. Like after 5 months, you'd have talked to this guy, get him to open up a bit and learn bits and pieces of his life, like before he came to Heck. But it doesn't seem like she knows her residents all too well. So it was very... That's why it felt very, like, jank when she said, see, here's the list that Adam listed off of, like, how to get here. He did all these things. And I'm like, Charlie, how do you know this was a consistent thing? Or it was, like, a one-time thing? Yeah, she just figured everyone was unjustly sent there. Yes, and I'm pretty sure throughout the show Viv will give examples of, like, yes, maybe some of these people were unjustly put there, but until then, we don't know anything much about these people in their past lives. Like, shouldn't you be taking care of the sins that got them there in the first place and not necessarily the things they're doing now? Like, I wonder what she thinks of the other 6 leaders do.
Dearly beloved, it is my pleasure to say unto thee, welcome to heaven. Oh, where the virtuous reside 24/7. Oh, people are happy that they died, cause here we got no worries, got no
Because, yeah,
worries, no
the main thing we see Charlie trying to fix and Angel does is, like, his drug problems. And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely one of those things that he could have done in life, but that's also just a current problem he has now to help cope with the situation. Is that what he really was doing back when he was alive? Was that the only reason? No, he was part of a mob family, and from what we could tell or understand, or at least what live streams of the past told us, he did take part in mob activity. And if she's not taking care of those sins, like, hey, he's no longer doing drugs, yeah, but you still didn't address the main stuff that he actually done.
Checked all the boxes that you said would prove a person deserves a second chance.
And that's why this courtroom song just rubs me the wrong way sometimes. Like, I understand what they're trying to do, and it's supposed to be like a heaven is a hypocrite, but it's like, no, you guys just never addressed. I felt like Husk helped Angel more. Definitely, yes. And not Charlie. And it's like, I understand, like, yeah, it's a good thing, like, Husk is helping, but it's like, Charlie being the main character, I feel like should at least be there to, like, help out too. Redo her feet. Sinners need to help each other over. Sinners need to help each other over the princess.
What's the big deal? Sarah, tell me that you didn't know. I thought since I'm older, it's my load to shoulder. No. You have to listen, it was so save you. The anguish it takes to do what was required.
To think that I admired you, well, I don't need your condescension. I'm not a child to protect. Was talk of virtue, just pretension. Was I too naive to expect you to
Sarah is
be the
definitely
morals
holding a
you're
lot back.
perverting? Is what the fuck I've been saying. If hell is forever, then heaven must be a lie.
Emily.
If angels can do whatever and remain in the sky, the rules are shades of gray.
And also, I'd like to point out when they said, if angels can do whatever and still remain in the sky, I'm like, Charlie, do you remember who your dad is? No, angels can't do whatever. Your dad is a prime example of that. And remain in the sky. But sure, whatever is, I guess. He doesn't matter. And also, like, I feel like Emily jumped the shark too fast. Like, she says, but we're hurting all those innocent souls. And like, no, they're not innocent. That's the whole point of why they're there. But sure, I guess. Yeah. I guess because I'm hung up on the fact that Viv said it was supposed to look into the moral grays of things, and like how not everything is black and white, but it doesn't really feel like that. It kind of just feels like, oh, poor my people, thus you guys are thus you guys are oppressors and thus terrible. Oh, I just remembered bumping into a YouTube short about a new epic Universal park with How to Train Your Dragon, and they look awesome. And the baby night late robots are so cute. Oh yeah, I saw some. They're really, really cute.
Don't you see we've come so close? Look at them fighting, they're at each other's throats.
Don't you act all high and mighty. Did you ever think your little girlfriend might be a liar?
Don't, Adam, please.
What's the fuss? Why hide the fact that you're an angel just like us?
Emily's too innocent and trusting. And I think it's the court scene where you makes their full-on appearance. They did bump into Charlie, but Charlie was too in awe of heaven that she didn't really stop to see who she bumped into. But you saw who they bumped into, and they're a little on edge. Not in a, like, angry kind of way, but like, oh, concerned. Like, why is, like, my dad's other kid here? They're not quite ready to call Charlie a step sibling just yet. They just kind of address him as the other kid.
You're out for blood, but you'll only stand a chance if you're out for love. Out for love.
Yep. Good title for her at the moment in U's mind. The other kid, and she doesn't like hate Charlie, but she, I guess, doesn't have any motivation or want to form any sort of relationship or sibling relationship. She's kind of like, yep, you're here and you do exist. You are my dad's new favorite because he was willing to stick around for you.
That you could taste it? You mean like human flesh? Sort of. It's a feeling like a
But he wasn't going to stick around. He never stuck around for me. Freak Echo, hi! Just here to say hi. Hope you're doing well. Then bye. Alright. Hi and bye, Echo. Thanks for stopping by to say hi.
Ready to be the one who's leading from the front. Gotta come into my own. Gotta come into my throne. Gotta take charge and defend my only home. And although I
And the courtroom scene is the closest thing you'll get to. The closest thing you'll get of you being intentionally being antagonistic to Charlie. by being legitimately challenging Charlie's beliefs and with how they handle things.
Destiny has picked me to be that if you'll permit me. So who's with me? Wouldn't it be super to see more of hell? Join up now if you like travel. Come on, boys, hop in the saddle. A lot of sights to see en route to my hotel. Not to mention the camaraderie. Yes, sirree, you'll form life-changing friendships with the folks along the way.
And feast on all the angels you can eat.
Okay. Breathe.
And like one of the big things, and one of the big major changes I do put in the show or my story is that there are defining rules of what gets you into heaven, and that's like the basic 10 commandments.
Well, that's a little violent, can we tone
And of course,
it down? Don't be put off by this
you,
snarling
on top of running their sanctuary, is in charge of making sure to write down and list what every human has said, done, and thought, and contemplated doing.
Oh, Lord. For the first time in my life, maybe I can be ready for this.
So when you does challenge Charlie on her knowledge about angel dust, so when he does challenge Charlie on her knowledge of angel dust, like, yeah, he's overcome his addictions, because she thinks the main reason why angel dust is there is because, oh, he's just a drug addict, which you will point out that is not the case.
She's filled with potential that I could guide. I concur. Stick with her, you'll be on the winning side.
And he'll reveal, like, yeah, angel dust did some very serious things that have some very serious consequences, and a bunch of his victims, both intentional and unintentional victims, are up there in heaven.
I really hope that I'm ready for this.
Like, I remember going, I'm gonna chat GPT, like, what were some crimes that, like, mobsters did? Charlie, honey, you aren't ready. Yeah. Not only is she naive to the human experience, and I don't know, maybe she somewhat, like, willingly ignores some of the cruelty that her people do, or is just willing to turn the other way and pretend it's fine. But you, on the other hand, has seen the human experience, interacted and walked among humans, and has been wronged by them too. Lyra, which is why we're drawing Lyra. Were some crimes that when was Angel Dust born? Has been hotel. Wait, I should probably show you guys. 1912, Spider Demon, flamboyant personality, involvement in Italian American heritage, organized crime. So apparently, I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, he was a part of, like, a mob family at one point in time. Anthony Colino, But yeah, 1912. Appearance, personality, concept, thesis, but they continue. But yeah, the whole thing behind Angel Dust is like he's a spider because of his family's web of crime. He was a part of a crime mafia in a way. That 1912 mafia crime commit. Organized crime in the United States, especially among Italian American mafia groups, often referred as the Black Hand. I just got my Welcome Home's OC restaurant home finished. Can I send you to get your feedback? Sure, send it over. Yeah, they did extortion, murder and intimidation, illegal gambling, smuggling, racketeering. What's racketeering? Through prohibition, smuggling goods of untaxed alcohol and stuff, and labor racketing. But yeah, but I'm pretty sure Viv was probably looking more into like murder and intimidation and smuggling, and who knows, many other crimes they may have done. Is that all? Some other ones: kidnapping, weapon trafficking, arson for hire. Yeah. These guys did a lot of not so good things. Let's get rid of that TikTok. We don't need that there.
He did it for us.
The ultimate sacrifice. Okay.
He gave me his
But yeah, so Angel Dust more than likely took part in all these things, and probably has a lot of victims up in heaven. So it's not as simple as Charlie hopes it to be.
I took a hotel and I destroyed it. I know I could have done better instead of letting you down.
Come on, little lady, why the frown? In the last 10,000 years,
I too have a mafioso's family have gladly done those things, but the difference they did to people who truly deserve that fate.
for your story is just begun.
Kind of like a Robin Hood kind of thing.
Hell, you owe it. There's still damage to be undone. You've changed my mind. You've touched their hearts, found the good in souls gone bad. The stage is wrecked, the crowd is gone, but by God, Charlie, the show it must go.
I sent it on Tumblr. Okay. Let's see it.
We can build
Do it.
best hotel that you've ever seen. Plus the bedrooms, we can fill it.
With more sinners than you can dream. It starts with you, you know it's true. Fulfill your destiny.
That's really cute. Yeah, you're getting close. I like what you did, like adding that little top part. And you can see the window, like where the people would sit. That's really, really cute. They will even get one who accuse people out of jail and get the actual people in their place. Yeah, I like what you did. It's really, really cute. I like the second floor little thing on top.
Masterless cattle, overlords hanging by a thread. With a bit of bravado, maybe tomorrow.
It's really cute. I like it a lot.
Well, the rest of house pissing. Alistair's missing. Bled with his tail between his legs. Nature abhors a power vacuum. It leaves room for you and me. The future of hell belongs to the V's.
This place reeks of death. There's a chill in the air. And I barely escaped being killed by a hair. Great Alistair, altruist, died for his friends. Sorry to disappoint, that is not where this ends. I'm hungry for freedom like never before. The constraints of my
Thanks, I thought it would be cute if they live above the restaurant. So a little add-on. That's really cute.
Unclip my wings. Guess who will be pulling all the strings? And we're doing it with a smile.
We'll make a difference. Wait and see. We're gonna do this, you and me.
And then tomorrow
But yeah, Charlie's not ready for the knowledge that Yu is going to drop on her. Yu's like, I got the receipts, let's debate. And yeah, when she's gonna need a month to recover. Well, thankfully she won't need a month because Yu is gonna end up low-key forced to participate in the fight because Adam's like, not necessarily, yeah, no, it might be Adam. He's like, I did this for you, fine. Mainly, Yu goes to see the extent of like what Adam's been doing with the angels he's created. Yu's the one who created the angels that you see in the extermination because he didn't think they were going to be used that way. He thought they were going to be defenders. So he goes with Adam to see like what have they been up to, what are they doing. And sees that, oh no, Heck has angelic steel, which is dangerous and can harm not just the angels, but the residents in heaven. So he's like, alright, fine, I'll help a little bit in trying to get rid of the angelic weapons. You will be mad. Oh yeah, mad. But when they notice like, oh wait, these guys have angelic steel, the only thing that can harm the people that we're trying to protect, I'll only participate a little bit in trying to get rid of the weaponry. But when he does return after like trying to get rid of a good chunk of the supplies that have angelic steel in them, they see Lucy come to the rescue to save Charlie, and they get a bit in their feels. They get in their feels. Anger, jealousy, abandonment, just all the awful feels you get from being abandoned. Not the feels, yeah. I mean, I don't know how I'd feel like if, like, my folks, like my dad just up and leaves me after promising, hey, I won't get in trouble, I won't leave you behind. He does, and low-key forgets about you for a bit. Then you learn, like, oh, he had another kid, kind of felt like he's replacing you, and in the time of this child's darkest hour, he shows up for them, but not for you. Yeah, I would get in my feels too. Not the that would kill me if that was my dad. Yeah. So, well, no, don't get in your feels, you. I can understand the crash out going on. And thus, the big fight between those two happen. They fight. Injuries on both sides, words are said, bad decisions happen. It would be nothing new if that was my dad or my mom. Sorry to hear that, Midnight. I hope you're doing okay. necessarily. They don't. It's fine, but I have the best older sister who raised me better than them, and we are no longer with our parents, so I'm fine. That's good to hear. But yeah, words are said, slices, fists are thrown. Wyan actually slices one of Lucy's finger off, and it's the one with the wedding band on it, slicing the wedding ring in half. Which gives Lucy just enough power rage to knock you out. And thus, Lucy almost chokes you out in anger, but stops when the mask breaks and realizes, oh shoot, it's my kid, my boy, they're here. Is turning out great, guys. I'm loving it. And because Lou was such in a rush to get out after like Adam's defeat, that they thought Yu was dead because he was being choked out. They leave him behind, thus stuck in heck. Lovely bat, evil bat. It doesn't allow me to do that, okay. So yeah, for the next X amount of years, Yu is stuck in heck with their step-sibling Charlie and their dad. Forced to have to... Evil bat lady. Forced to have family dinner. Yep, forced to have family dinners and to confront their father abandonment issues. And I want to give it more time to sit. Forced to get to know your younger half-sibling. Your much younger half-sibling. Even though Charlie's, in a way, an adult, since she's running a hotel, she's 200. Yu is just way older than her. give like the family drama like a little bit more time to settle. Like you see you being a little bit passive aggressive, but won't really do anything crazy. You isn't up for babysitting. Nope. They're like, I don't want to be here. I want to go home and not be near my dad. And it's because of this where like Charlie and them like clash heads a bit, because Charlie wants to like get to know you and to like repair the family bond, because she's like, me and dad buried the hatch, you definitely can too. But he was like, yeah, but it's a lot more complicated than that. You just in their room listening to all emo Teen Earth music, and sometimes classical music. Since they've been around for so long, they probably have a wider range of music that they like to listen to. But yeah, they can definitely be listening to like some very depressing emo music and maybe some sad opera. There's this one audio that just fits perfectly with like what I'm trying to accomplish. Like really to really get in the feels and make us sad. If I can find it. Where was it?
Because I wanted that mom. I wanted the mom who made me afternoon snacks instead of just telling me to look for loose fries in the McDonald's ball pit. Why does Patricia get that mom? If Donna Shellstrop has truly changed, then that means she was always capable of change. I just wasn't worth changing for.
Why can't you accept that she might be living a good, honest...
Yeah. I found that audio, I was like, oh gosh, that hits the strings. But yeah, it won't be like exactly word for word, but it's that sentiment. When Charlie is like, yeah, he may not have been the best, but at least not been the best, but like he's changed and all that. And you kind of just had enough of this, and it's like, Charlie, he was only gone for your life for maybe like 7 to maybe 20 years. Which, not to undermine like Charlie's like feelings about like her dad like not listening to her for X amount of years, but like, yeah, not to undermine it, but still, he was gonna go there and be like, Charlie, he's only been gone from you for like what, 20 years? Try 1,000, try 10,000. And he's like, and yet despite everything, he stayed here in heck with you. He never did that for me. He has the right to go there. But yeah, no, he's like, I had enough. He's been gone for that many years, and he chose some woman over me. And then eventually he decided to have you. And despite how terrible this place is, he decides to stay with you and even stay with you and thinks about you from time to time. And even was willing to come to your aid in battle for you. He did none of that for me. So, excuse me if I'm not too quick to let bygones be bygones in a few months. And, like, promptly stomps off. to like cool off, because even in his in their like emotional state, they realize, shoot, I went too far. I need to remove myself from the situation. And yeah, Charlie's pretty hurt. She's like, I'm just gonna go to my room and yeah, cry a bit. not use like best moments. Reminds me of a couple of my OCs with siblings, especially ones where the younger sister is clearly the favorite, and the older calls their parents out, but they do nothing. Yeah. A lot, yeah, like many, like, am I the a-hole stories on Reddit? Where there's always a favorite child, and yeah, folks do nothing about it. They continue, like, this toxic cycle. Yep. But yet, even you calls upon wisdom from like from the higher force to like talk about it. And their baby sister just thinks everything will be handed to them because daddy always gives me what I want. The older sister is very happy to work their butt off for their happiness. Tale as old as time. Yeah, it says there's 5 of us, 5 of you guys, but I don't know, maybe the others are doing their own thing. Until up in 1 in the morning. Forgot to do the eyes. I'm still here. I got distracted for a moment. Yay! We did the line art. Oh, Naira. DOT. Nero. Yo, I've been a while since I caught a stream. How has it been? It's been good. How have you been? Yeah, I forgot to add one little detail here. That is the eyes. Oh, the innocent baby eyes she gives. I gotta go. Good night, guys. Good night, midnight. I've been pretty good. That's good to hear. Big shines, big shines. To hide how evil she is behind closed doors. Oh yeah, and the ongoing threat of Rue. You is especially not safe in heck because Rue knows there's something different about this creature that is you. I want to eat it to make myself even more powerful. And while it's still young and not even weak. So yeah, another another threat of while he was down there. And why it's not really safe for him to be moving about heck. Noir Diotam gasps. Yeah, we're finally returning to Hazmat Hotel. Here's old Lyra. I'm still gonna keep some of the patterns. And here's new Lyra. She looks so much better. She's finally out of that green tube dress. Art has improved so much. Thank you. Since I'm finally returning to Hazbin Hotel U's Born of Unknown Stardust story, I thought it was about time I updated like their looks. Did I turn off the music by accident? I'm Puppy Bad Eyes of Deceit. Purple, let's make these base. Still be red, or should we like make it more black? How does Morgan go? That doesn't need to be there. It can stay. Speaking of deceit, I just got pure vanilla and shadow milk cookies BC story. Nice! With black undertones? Let's try that. Yeah, maybe I should just not have this as my lit house. Do this. Or underneath can be red, and these two little pieces over here can be red. Got it. Okay, so where was I? We were making the top dark. Now I see the hype everyone was so on about this story, and also why some of the lines of Shadow Milk come from those YouTube shorts. It's gonna be dark. That one. Let's just connect these. And you are red. These are red. Oh wait, this part is definitely red too. These underparts are red. I think I need to keep that red too. There's more consistency. Get rid of that line. Yeah. Or this can be more of a darker crimson. So it's not clashing with her hair too much. Okay, so I'm gonna have to suddenly end this because my stomach is feeling funny, and it's probably late for a lot of you guys. So thank you all for joining me. I hope to see